Welcome again to the ACE channel, where we look at some of the ACE products that are on sale from us. Remember, we sell anything from a connector to a radio mast, and all brands from Intel to Zartec. Let's have a look at what we'll be doing today.
Hey guys, very excited to review a new launched product from Hytera in the new range of devices. This is the HM785. You'll remember the old series being the PD785, MD785. This is actually replacing the MD785 UV. I'm not quite sure what the little V at the end means, but this is a UHF device. It'll do 350 to 470. In our country we can only use 400 to 470. This is built-in GPS and Bluetooth. So let's have a look and see what the replacement of the MD785 looks like. I'm going to change the zoom a little bit because we can fit in everything. It is a big box, so excuse the zoom on here. Inside the box we have the booklet. Obviously we will have the device itself. Oh, I bumped the camera there, sorry for that. We will get back to this now. See what else we have in the box first. At the bottom, we have the microphone. We will look at these individually, a screw set. We have the power cable, and we have the GPS antenna with the mounting bracket. Okay, let's put these things all aside and see what we have here. Before we go to the radio itself, let's just look at the accessories. The belt clip is very similar to some of the other top brands. A decent steel one. It looks a lot like a Motorola one. Okay, nice decent steel, lots of places you can mount it, and I suppose this goes well with the little screw set that is provided. There's your mic hook, has some decent screws for it. There is a thumbnail screws for mounting it into the radio, and a spare fuse. Good, nice type of bracket. You can mount it like that or like that, and because it's off center you always have the ability to mount it that way or that way to get the radio either deeper or more shallower. Okay, you put that aside. The power cable is very typical of what they always supply. It has a nice waterproof type fuse holder. I do like that, which is molded on there, a very common type connector. I like the strain boot they've got on there, and only soldered tips here, but no lugs. No lugs, only soldered tips. Nice gauge wire, so yeah, enough power it can handle. We have a GPS antenna, which I'm not really going to go into. There's an SMA connector on it with a little magnet, so you can either mount it on the roof, on your dashboard, or wherever. Okay, let's have a look and see the microphone itself. I like the fact that the microphone is now included in the box, not like some of the other manufacturers where you have to buy a separate microphone that comes in a separate box, and often you forget to do so, or it is easy to actually lose it. This is nice Hytera microphone with a multi-pin connector that I can see has a nice connector on there. Okay, let's have a look at the radio. So the highlight of this whole video will actually be the radio itself. This little part had fallen off, which is just basically a cover for there. Yes, this is such a nice device. I can feel it's heavy. Lots of heatsink. Oh gosh, I like the color. I like the color of this is like a gunmetal. I don't know if you can see on the camera. I'm going to maybe just increase it here, and you can see it is a nice gunmetal color, not the raw aluminium. Okay, this is very nice. I do like this. You have the power connector mounted on there, not on a cable. I have some reservations about doing it this way, as it is difficult when this thing is mounted in underneath the dashboard to actually get the power cable there. It is difficult. So maybe the idea that some of the other manufacturers have where it hangs on a cable is better or not, I'm not sure. My personal preference will be one hanging on a cable. It has a BNC connector, which is good for UHF in higher frequencies. It has a accessory connector you can use for IOs and external stuff that you want to do. And then what is it? It has an Ethernet port. Guys, this is one of the nice things about the new series. These devices have got a built-in Ethernet port. That is so nice. You know how much you can do with a built-in Ethernet port on a device like this? You can use it as a link, you can use it as a talk through, you can have multiple base stations on a LAN network. This is such a nice concept. Yes, I like the fact that there's enough heat dissipation. It is a very heavy device, which means there's enough metal for the heat to go away. Okay, here is just the spec, the same it was on the box, and just says that it is a Hytera device. Okay, there you can see there's a nice rotary knob, which is also a push button. You have the panic there with the microphone that will fit in there, P buttons that you can program, and then obviously some more buttons you can either program or use to navigate probably through, and it has a power button there. This is a nice device, a front-facing speaker, which I always believe is important, as you will, when you mount this in a vehicle, especially one with a big face like this. This is a nice big face. You don't want the muffled sound when it is on top or either at the bottom, like some of your cheaper devices are. So they use a smaller speaker like this, but it is front-facing, so you don't need as much volume though. However, if the volume coming out of that is not loud enough for you, you can always use the accessory connector to connect a external speaker with and have them work individually or together. That is actually very nice. The microphone, as we've mentioned before, is multiple pins, so you just turn it, push it, and then you just lock it in position. It's difficult to push it down as there is a rubber grommet there to make it waterproof. I assume the front face is fairly waterproof. I will put some spec in the description or the brochure. So yes, there you have it, a nice Hytera radio, nice looking device, a very long microphone cord. I think Hytera has learned over the few years that they've been in business that a longer microphone costs maybe slightly more, but in the long run it is saving the customer a lot of money. I like the feel of the microphone. It feels good. It sits snugly in the hand. It has a mic hook function, which I can see will activate as it is those parts there. The standard microphone is an SM16A1. Yes, and it seems like it will be possible to replace just the cord. The cord is very long. If I can maybe just change the zoom on the camera to show you, it is a very long curly cord, and it has a nice rubbery feel to it. It really has a nice rubbery feel to it, so it is not the old plastic microphones which will eventually crack and break. It has a nice rubbery feel to it. There's a lot of features on the new radios, a lot of features. This one being the HM785, which is probably the replacement of the MD785. There is, as far as I understand, no cheaper version. It will be the only one available, and I understand there will be an additional license required to make the Ethernet port work. I am not sure if you can program these with Bluetooth as well. It has Bluetooth built into it. This is the Bluetooth, this is a Bluetooth model. It has Bluetooth 3, so I assume you would be able to also program it via Bluetooth, and going forward with your phone via Bluetooth as well. Nice job, guys. I really like this radio. A heads up for this one. It is nice. I really like this device. There you go. Thumbs up for this device. Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Make sure you share and view these videos. Yeah, whenever there's anything you want me to review, send me a message. I will get back to any comment made. And yes, any products you want me to review, I can do so for you.
Thank you for watching another great review from AceComms. Please like, subscribe and share our videos. Also feel free to send a comment, request for a review or just a shout out. Stay safe till next time.